let's jump into Tesla. So with Tesla, guys, in terms of what I'm seeing, all right, from my past videos, you guys know that we had this uptrend for the third wave. We have a double correction, a WXY that came down. And now this here at the top of the zone at 324, this is a potential bottom contender, guys, okay? But the more I'm looking at sort of this price structure and the more that I'm seeing sort of how much downwards pressure we're getting, right? We're getting lower highs, guys. Constantly we're getting rejected from the EMAs, okay? You guys can see every time we sort of try to pump out, we get rejected from the EMAs, okay? And that's a bad sign, right? So the bears are still in control here, right? And if you take a look at the indicators on RSI, this is my favorite indicator here, it looks like we don't have bullish divergence yet forming, right? So we got that flush down for the wave 3. We have one more coming up for wave 4. That was the hopium I was telling you guys about. And then we have one more flush coming down to hopefully create that bullish divergence, guys, okay? So it looks to me more and more that the sentiment is starting to become a little bit more bearish here, that we could get one more wave towards the downside, okay? Now, the reason why, there's also a different case here where if I go to the ETF called XLY, guys, all right, XLY is a consumer discretionary ETF, right, that consists of its top holdings as Tesla and Amazon, right? So this ETF basically tells you whether or not this industry is bullish. And if you take a look, we had this trend line, right, and it was flirting on this trend line, and we finally got a break. That's a vicious break, guys, that happened the other day, right? That's a vicious break with a lot of volume here. So what does that mean? Well, that basically means that the bears are still in control of this industry. And the next sort of landing spot isn't all the way until, you know, around that 213 level. You can take a look at the left side here. These are sort of the areas that you're looking at, right? And if it's super bearish, you can go all the way down to 201. Okay, so you just got to be careful here in, you know, timing these buys across Amazon and Tesla, right? Because it can still go down here just a little bit more, right? If it goes down on XLY here, that means that there's going to be one more flush down on Tesla. Okay, so it's still flirting here. It's still trying to hold this last low, okay, if you can take a look. But with this sort of lower highs, right, you see these lower highs, that's pretty indicative where there's some selling pressure, especially with this break on that trend line that happened, right? If you even look at Amazon as well, Amazon also had a vicious break on this trend line that cut across on the 4-hour. So when I take the fibs, guys, right, when I take the fibs here, you can see sort of that 382 zone is sort of sitting all the way over here at 207 on Amazon. And, you know, the next really logical area is like 194, right? I don't see a lot of support here at the 382 Fibonacci at 207. We could head all the way down to 194. Okay, so if you take a look at that sort of pressure, right, it sort of screams to me that we're not sort of out of the woods yet for Tesla, okay? So just be wary that it's looking a little bit more bearish to me, okay? So just be prepared, guys, okay? I would just wait a little bit, okay? Wait a little bit. Don't sort of go in too quickly here. Of course, there is a chance that we could have, let me get rid of the EMAs. Of course, there's a chance that we could have bottomed here already, okay? Like this, right? But what has to happen then is that Tesla needs to sort of, I mean, this is the last stand, guys, right? This is the last stand. If you dive deeper a little bit into the lower time frames, it's getting really deep, guys, right? That retracement from these lows, right? So if you take a look, we're already at the 786. So this level, guys, this needs to hold. I mean, this is the last stand. If it starts breaking through closer to 330, that's pretty bearish to me, guys. That's pretty bearish to me. We need Tesla needs to open up really green, and it needs to take out this high, guys. It needs to start making some breaks across this, right? It needs to make some higher highs, right? Come down, make higher lows, higher highs like this. Okay, right now all I see is lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so we need to break 366, guys, as soon as possible. If not, this is what's expected, right? That's my sentiment right now, guys. That's my sentiment right now. This retracement's pretty deep. Still under the EMAs, right? Still bearish on the 4-hour EMAs. Okay, so